Welcome to the Blunt and the Beautiful weekly recap.
If you've seen something outrageous, ridiculous, or altogether inhuman in the news, we're probably going to chat about it this week. So catch us on Fridays for the week that was.
Hello and welcome to the week that was. How was ya, Miss Tansy?
My week was in the dark. My week was in the theatre. So it's like a casino in there. You can't tell what time of day it is. And
Were you pissing on the floor?
almost. No, I've had a really nice week, actually. It's been a very lovely tech week, which is a surprise to anyone who's ever done one. They're usually heinous. So I'm very tired, but
Yeah.
beautiful, lovely, lovely, lovely babies that I'm
It
hanging out with.
opens tomorrow night.
Previews tonight, as in Thursday, and yeah, Friday preview, and then Saturday my big opening. 2 holes on my big opening because we've got a 6 p.m. show and a 9:30 show. So any holes are gold, girls. We're on
So
here.
get on down to La Mama if you want to watch a fun new Australian play. Sex, consent, funny, silly, gorgeousness, written by Flick, directed by Tansy at La Mama in Carlton Courthouse. Is that right?
Yes, at the courthouse. So you go and get a
Yes.
lovely pasta dinner and then toddle down and watch a little bit of a sex riot about 3 year 12s. Live, laugh, love.
What a great night out.
I agree.
You know, a
And the
pasta
weather's
dinner and
turning.
a root.
Yeah, and the weather's turning, which is really Carlton. Carlton is beautiful this time of year when it's icy fucking cold, which it is today. Fuck me, it's cold. But that's okay. Come on down and we'll warm you up, love.
Oh, lovely.
Come
all
have a
right.
cuddle.
Now, I went and saw The Devil Wears Prada on the weekend.
And does she?
No, The Devil Wears, I don't know, anthropology. Okay, so I just want to get on my soapbox here
Mm-hmm.
and say that there were a lot of things wrong with this film. The edit,
Yeah.
the direction, the fashion, the filming, the way they turned Miranda into a really Miranda Priestly was always exacting, but in this she was just mean. We had Justin Theroux and Emily Blunt playing their version of Jeff Bezos and Lauren.
Yeah.
But ultimately the film was uninspired, tired, and far too long.
Okay. You
Yep.
loved it.
Yeah, it was number one for me. No, you know what? The biggest crime was for me in that film, and how much people loved the first one, is that it underestimated its audience and it didn't care about its audience. There were fat phobic comments from Miranda, a supposedly funny scene about, oh no, she has to fly economy with all the great Walmart cerulean jumper wearers. It was classist. It shat on people in the audience who probably fly economy. It was lazy. Anne Hathaway's hair extensions were a crime, like her fucking character development, which was nothing, like nothing. And people are going, oh, it's just a bit of fun. And I'm like, no, it totally underestimated what the audience needed and wanted from that film.
Well, look, I obviously haven't seen it. I mean, there's an influencer online at the moment who recently flew economy who's copping a bit of shit for being like it was really uncomfortable to fly economy. So yeah, the people are uprising. I do think, look, and this is not a criticism of your criticism, but from what I've seen people be like, Miranda Priestly's really out of touch and she's not in line with the working people. I'm like, yeah, I know. She's Miranda Priestly. So like I understand from an audience's perspective, they want her to be, I don't know, I think maybe at the moment I'm a little fatigued generally with people demanding things be entirely woke all the time or like entirely politically correct when a character like that, she was not politically correct in the first movie. But if the rest of the film was lazy, then it doesn't fucking matter. It's still a shit movie. But I'm like, I don't know, it just is very interesting to me that the criticisms of it, like the ones I've heard you say talking about how it's underestimated its audience is not one I've heard often. It's more people be like, someone made a joke and I found it offensive. And I'm like, oh, I don't know about that. That just kind of is annoying, but I also am like, I need to see the movie. I need to see what Patty Bramall's bringing to the table. I need to see what Miss Hathaway's doing. Yeah.
I think for me, the script was really messy. And when I
Mm,
say underestimated the audience, people are probably more aware of how these machinations and fashion
yeah.
and magazines and things are. There's no way that if Miranda lost her budget for travel, that she would have to, she would just, she lives in a incredible house. We see her house a few times. We see her house in the Hamptons. She would have just paid for a business class ticket for herself. To say that, "Oh, no, Miranda's got to fly economy, what a funny joke that will be." That wouldn't have happened. It
No, it
wouldn't
wouldn't have.
have happened, and that is underestimating the audience. Um,
It
so many cameos, a casserole of cameos, and I was like,
yeah.
"Do we need this?" Kenneth Branagh playing a very, very supportive husband. I don't know that that's a role he's familiar with.
That wouldn't have happened. That wouldn't have happened. So
Wouldn't have happened. Call Emma Thompson someone.
oh,
Um,
fuck, that's so funny. Well, but, like, it's difficult. I feel like we see this more and more with, like, reboots or sequels that happen very so far after the first that it almost feels posthumous, that it's like fan service without actually surveying the fans, and I'm like, "If you're gonna make something that's explicitly for these fans, what do they actually want?" And
mm,
then you can just say, "This is fan fiction, and we're just giving you something because 'cause we'd like to print some more money, and we have a deal with Dior and Chanel. Live, laugh, love."
mm,
But,
mm.
yeah, I don't know, it's just like giving them that Miranda flying economy thing feels very first draft writer's room, someone being like, "We need to
Yeah.
put her in a really unfamiliar environment to see how she'll respond. We need to see what happens." And then you're like, "Well, what happens if she hates it because we know her?"
Yeah,
She ha of
and
course.
Simone Ashley's character, what she's asks the stewardess for the best glass of champagne, as if she would not know that you don't get that. Like suddenly Simone Ashley's character's so dumb that she goes, "Can I have a glass of Cristal in seat 32A?" Like that's not going to
Yeah.
happen. Anne Hathaway, someone said to me, "God, Anne Hathaway was just fucking mugging like she was in a musical theatre chorus." And I said, because she had nothing to do. Her character had zero. So there's a scene where Emily Blunt's character says, "Oh, what have you been up to?" And she tells her story. And it's like, "Well, I sat on the sofa and then like I went to on a trip and then I sat on the sofa for 10
Mm,
years." Like there's zero, she's done nothing with her life. It's fucking astonishing. This amazing girl who is so clever, and that what she's kind of become a bit of an investigative journalist. Like, what the fuck?
'Cause I
Um,
think the intention from what I saw was that they didn't want her to end up with Nate after the first one, and I saw in some interview with Anne Hathaway where she was like, "Andy has filled her life with adventures." But you're telling me that they was is
Yeah,
not
we
that
don't see
adventurous?
them. We don't
No.
see those adventures. It's not like even in the script that she said, "I went to Bhutan and I hung out with the king and I, did a whole thing on Nepalese climbing and then I went to the Ukraine." Like there's nothing there. And I think
Uh,
for me, I think that what's pissed me off the most is that audiences don't think they deserve better.
yeah.
They go, "It was fun. It was fun." And I'm like, "No, but you deserved better. Like ask for more."
Yeah.
Ask for more. So now we've got the Practical Magic, reboot coming, and well, now I've
Mm.
learnt there's a Hocus Pocus reboot.
Well, that's because all we're doing is rebooting our own systems. But also, I will say, in the defense of the people that are just rebooting and rebooting, what I'm seeing more and more also is that audiences, yes, deserve better, but audiences don't want new.
Really cool.
Things that are remake sequels are outselling 100 to
Mm,
1. And
mm,
then things that are new ideas that seem weird, odd, whatever it is, people are like, I'll wait for
yeah,
streaming.
yeah.
And so movies are dying. And so of course they're doing Practical Magic 2 and Hocus Pocus 84 and whatever the fuck else. Bette Midler is gonna put on her little fucking Winnie Heart lip and work it. And I said, as you should, my girl boss, but It's the only thing that's making any fucking money. So I'm like, yes, audiences deserve better, but audiences need to do better, take risks. But I guess you don't want to take risks when fucking the front page of The Age is a risk in terms of storytelling, because the news is so fucked at the moment that
Yeah.
why would you want to go and see something when you don't know how it'll end?
It's a bit like Broadway, though. Everyone doing, oh, Shrek the musical, Devil Wears Prada musical, fucking Meatballs the musical. Like it's all everything's a fucking
Hey,
musical.
I don't want to hear anything on Shrek the Musical. That's a fantastic show with great music. Devil Wears
I'm not.
Prada? We'll see.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that no one's taking a risk on new ideas anymore.
No, no, they're not. And that I understand playing with genre and trope and, like playing with things people understand. But when you're just kind of reheating your own nachos 20 years later, like, girl, the cheese is claggy. What are we doing? I don't know. It's
Refried
weird.
beans. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
amen to
funny.
that.
That's funny because I went with my friend Beck and she sat through the whole film. I kept glancing at her and she looked like she was smelling a refried beans fart through the whole thing. She just looked like
Oh my God. That's so funny.
it was like, oh, it's just a big fart movie. And then I said to her, are they hair extensions? Because, I'm not a fashion girl. And she goes, yeah, she's got a fucking animal tied to her head. Her
Oh
hair
my
was
God.
so long, so long. Anyway, and
Yeah,
also
love.
she wouldn't be wearing her hair that long at work. Like if she's a busy writing lady, she'd have a fucking top knot like every other fucking writer I know. But anyway,
But it's
whatever.
aspirational, it's fantasy, whatever. Um, Apparently Mother Mary's very good, her new one with Michaela Cole, though, so I'll be interested in that. In
How
her
does she have
spooky
a career?
megalamooky.
How does Anne Hathaway have a career? Is it just because she's so likable?
Well, she's not I loved her in The Princess Diaries. I loved that. That was fabulous.
Mm,
That's what
mm,
started her career. But she has I will say, she has one of the most open energies you've ever seen. In every
yeah.
interview, she's just like, "Ding," and she has that sparkly, beautiful movie star affect that you watch interviewers start like, "Hello," and then 2 minutes later, they're like, "What happened then, Anne? Tell me, Anne." Like, she's just I think she melts people, and I think that's what she does
Yeah, she's
beautifully.
Mia Thermopolis or whatever her fucking
Yeah.
name is forever and ever. I did see a clip of her this morning, someone saying that they were trans and they changed their name to Ella from Ella Enchanted and thank you for being, such an ally to the queer community and she got quite emotional and said it doesn't take any courage at all to love you, which I thought was beautiful.
Well, I actually think yeah, I agree, that is beautiful. I think she is a nice person from what I understand. I think she just was really annoying around Les Mis, but that's okay.
Everyone was
Ev
annoying around Les
Every
Mis.
person I've ever known who's ever been in any production of Les Mis was annoying about it. That's
We
comes with the territory.
well, obviously I went to fucking musical theatre school. And we used to call the people who would come wearing their Les Mis tops empty fucks because they'd
Yeah.
come to rehearsal with their Les Mis top. And I'm like, empty fuck is in the house.
Amen to that, sister. Love it.
Anyway, speaking of empty fucks, Met Gala.
What about it? What about it? I
Mm.
have many conflict Ooh,
Oh,
little hiccup
burping.
into a burp. Ooh, sissy. I have
That's
very
what you think
conflicting
of it.
feelings about it, which is that obviously down with the Bezos, down with the fucking sponsored by Amazon of it all. I also think that people are now this year having criticisms of it that have always been there. And I thought we were looking at it all through the same lens, but now people are talking about it. It's like when boys reach 28 and then I'm like, different people have different perspectives. Like, I'm like, didn't
Mm.
we know this? How is this fucking news?
Oh, I don't think the world's been in a shittier spot than it's been for a long time at the moment, though. That's why.
Yeah, but you're still late to the party, my girl boss. Like people getting dressed up in crazy, crazy outfits. Do you know what would be better to fund the Met fucking Art Museum is if everyone just wrote a check. There was no gala. We didn't have to pay
Mm.
all of the people that
Mm.
worked there. We didn't pay for the fucking white tablecloth service.
Mm.
No one bought the fucking crazy dresses. We just signed our little checks and sent it to preserve the art. That's actually what the charity should be. But it's
Yeah,
not. So
but
we do this instead. Yeah.
I put it to you, my learned friend, that this has become Disney-fied, as you like to say. This was always a gala and it was always socialites, you know?
Yeah.
Always high-end socialites. So I saw someone this morning, do a meme and said, "I really understand how certain people in the Gilded Age wanted to keep the riffraff out." There was a lot of riffraff on the carpet, and over the years, there's been more and more riffraff. The Met Gala has always been a display of excess, and it's always been the one
Mm,
percenters. But I think this year, the Americans are actually seeing through the fantasy and seeing the ugliness of it all, because it was an Amazon Prime delivery of greed, and it was covered in sequins and diamonds. And I think that the biggest telltale sign for me was the amount of sports people on the red carpet.
yeah, love the sporties. Let's go.
Yeah,
No.
they always look so weird out of their uniforms, don't they?
Mhm. Absolutely. God bless them.
And
Yep.
that the best dressed was an influencer.
Emma,
Mm, mm,
Miss Chamberlain, if you're
mhm,
nasty. I agree. I mean, this is the thing. I think everyone art isn't just for artists, right? So I
mm.
understand other people being there. I think that that's important too. Because then we get into the kind of artistic elite situation where people are like, "Oh, you just do weird shit that no one else gets," and it's
Mm,
which, like, I understand that. I do think, well, firstly, would I have preferred Law Roach to never have worked with Lauren Sanchez? Sure. Do I think him somehow finagling the cheapest possible looking dress from fucking Schiaparelli via Macy's
mm,
that could have ever occurred? But
mm.
it was really interesting to see her there, Miss Bezos, because she is so, overtly putting herself into this fashion space and being like, "I'm one of the fashion girls now. I'm one of the fashion girls." But she can't get out of her head that her only inherent value is her body, that her body shape is the only
Ah,
thing about her that's valuable. So she won't wear anything that's not tits up corsetry, because then fucking what's her name? Lisa Ann Walter, the
mm, mm.
actress that did the Billionaires Ball, she said called him Timu Lex Luthor, which is what Bezos is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that he won't think she's sexy, and so then she won't get her money if she doesn't look snatched to fuckery. It's the most bullshit display of, like, hegemonic femininity, when if you want the Met Gala to work, you have to be weird. Go in there and be artistic and strange and, you know, Emma Chamberlain, diva.
Well, I think over the years, though, it was an event where rich people wore beautiful dresses, couture dresses. They donated their money. I think Jennifer Rubio gave $23 million. So she owns that
Mm,
suitcase company. $23 million so interns can get paid in perpetuity. Kudos to her. But I think that it's losing its cachet. So people have started being crazier and crazier and crazier,
mm,
i.e., Heidi Klum, who went as a busker.
yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, at least, but this is my thing, at least she did something. There were so many of the most boring Chanel dresses I've ever seen, and when the theme is art and the human body,
Mm.
you're gonna wear a dress you could wear to a fucking wedding at the Botanical Gardens?
Yeah, I was shocked that Margot Robbie's dress took 350 hours to make, because it really did look like the
Yeah,
the the,
it's
the
because I
bedspread.
sewed it. It just took a long time because 'cause I've got no
I mean,
skill.
look,
It's crazy. Mm.
the New York mayor,
Mamdani.
Mamdani, said wouldn't go. He said he wanted to focus on affordability and making the most expensive city in the United States affordable. Bella
Mhm.
Hadid wasn't there, and she was also spotted liking videos calling out celebrities planning to attend, including her own sister.
Mhm.
Olivia Rodrigo didn't go and was also liking Instagram posts uh, about those seen wearing ice out pins and then going to the event. Fashion
Mm.
doyen Lauren Santo Domingo, who owns Moda Operandi, didn't go. That's like Tom Brady skipping the Super Bowl, by the way.
Yeah.
Now, the other thing that I want to talk about is the amount of men who were celebrated for what they were wearing and women were getting dragged for going. I haven't seen people calling out the men from Hated Rivalry the way that some females have been called out, women have been called out for attending.
No, I agree, and also, neither of them looked very good, and I saw everyone being like, "My little button boy, my
Yeah.
little angel boy," and I'm like, "I'm so sorry. Hudson, my diva, my king. Firstly, Balenciaga, stinky, stink. Secondly, you're gonna come in here with Tansy's doing her pre-shower makeup experiments and tell me that that's the black swan? Be serious with me." And then Connor Story looked like, I don't know, what I would wear to a opening night of a show I wasn't particularly excited for. It was weird. It was just all very
Yeah, I think you've got that
strange.
top, don't you?
I
You
do.
do
It's
have
from
that top.
Cotton On. Live, laugh,
Um,
love.
I thought that
Yeah.
Sabrina Carpenter looked amazing in her Sabrina the film dress,
Yeah.
which looked incredible. Just disappointed that she was there and she had those silly fucking shoes on again. Um,
You leave the Louboutin daffodil alone. That's a part of history. You don't know what you speak of. You leave that alone. She's 5 foot, all right? You let her put her
okay,
stilts
sure.
on.
Madonna wore a Galliano, the John Galliano, well, hat that was designed for Isabella Blow that I believe that Michael Jackson tried to buy off him for $25,000. There was a reference to a painting. I looked it up. I don't care. She had all her
But
little people around her holding her train.
can
I
I
wish,
say, can I
yes.
say though, firstly, I agree with all the criticism of the Met Gala. If I see one more TikTok edit to a song from the Hunger Games cut together with the videos of the Met Gala, I'm gonna
I'm
end
not
it
saying
all.
that.
It is the most year 10 fucking English assignment take from you all on my TikToks. But if you are gonna go down this analogy, this is the Pan Am and we're all in the fucking districts as the povos, then give me Sabrina in her film dress and give me Madonna with her fucking bugle boy horn and
Mm,
a little boat on her head. Because if we're going to send it and we're going to say they are the filthy, disgusting, greedy rich, I want to see them be disgusting, filthy, and greedy. I want to
yeah.
see the most outlandish shit I've ever seen. So at least I can be like, that's crazy. Well, yes, the divide widens because a normal person could never fucking wear that. And that's how I felt when Madonna had her boat head. And I loved it. Go.
So Zendaya didn't attend, and she was supposed to attend, and she says it's because she's got 900 films that she's promoting. I actually think she read the room, and I reckon her PR have gone, "Ooh, I don't reckon you should go there because you've got the Odyssey coming out, you've got the new Spider-Man coming out." She has refused to do interviews with Sydney Sweeney for the
Mm-hmm.
Euphoria press tour because of her Sydney's documented affiliation with the Republican Party. I think that maybe there was a little bit of PR crisis who said, "Hey, Zendaya, don't go. Don't
I agree.
go."
I agree with that. I also think that, she's been pretty staunch. I mean, there was a fucking magazine cover for something that had all the women of Euphoria in it with Zendaya in the middle, and Sydney Sweeney wasn't in the picture
Oh, wow.
because she is like, no, no, if she's there, I'm not.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I love. But yeah, it's
Um,
interesting.
who was your best dressed if you're gonna take out I think Coleman Domingo looked amazing from
I
Pippin.
agree. I loved, what's his name? Luke Gage. If I had to pick a man, it's Luke Gage doing
Oh,
the Tom
Luke
of Finland thing.
Luke Evans.
Luke Evans. Oh my God, I'm thinking
Mm,
of Lucas Gage.
mm,
Luke Evans, yeah, Tom of Finland. That was fabulous. I loved that. Great
mm.
referencing. Beautiful.
I'll put all
Th-
these up in the Facebook group too. Yeah.
Three that I loved was, sorry, I loved Madonna with her boat.
Yeah, amazing.
I loved Sabrina with her film. And I also, oh, it's four, sorry. I loved Hunter Schafer in Prada, recreating
Mhm.
that Klimt painting. That was beautiful. And Emma Chamberlain in Mugler, looking absolutely fucking amazing.
Our producer asked me yesterday who we're going to talk about, and I said, send her a list. And now we've just mentioned all these people that I haven't sent her photos of. So, sorry, Lish, I'll send them now. Because we just like to riff, don't we? Rihanna?
Rihanna was, I liked the dress itself. I didn't like the color, but like that's my
Mm,
business, not hers. She can wear whatever the fuck she wants.
yeah, that's true.
ASAP looked beautiful in that pink though. And so, yeah, there was some other people that looked amazing. I can't remember the person, but Robert Juan, who did a lot of the dresses, he did the dress with the moving, like automated hands
Mm,
that was
mm.
about the creation of Earth. That was amazing. There were some beautiful, like, pieces of clothing, but I don't know, the styling, it was just very wedding at the state library. I don't know. It was weird. Like,
Was Mr. Big and Carrie's near
yeah.
wedding. Yeah, I think there was a lot of laughing at people, and I certainly did laugh. I laughed a lot at them, not with them.
Well,
So
no, I didn't laugh as much as I was like, "Fuck, you're so boring. Could you be
mm,
more boring? If you
mm.
could wear this to a beach wedding, you can't wear it to the Met. Can we get a grip, my friend?" But whatever,
Yeah,
live
yeah.
them up.
I did see this little twink who put up a funny photo of Lauren Sanchez
Mm.
between Nicole Kidman and Anna Wintour and said, "Oh, Lauren just got fashion mogged."
She did. Well, okay, yeah, this is the
Which
thing.
I had to go and look up. Can you explain what that is to the older pensioners, including me on this podcast? Fashion
I
mogging.
can't. A confession mogging? I don't know. Just like she got cooked. I
Outdone.
can't. Yeah,
Outdone.
outdone. She got out ate. Anna Wintour ate
Yeah,
her up
that's
in her
it.
little Kermit fuzzy fucking bolero, her shruggalero. And look, Anna Wintour, I will say, was wearing the loudest thing I've seen her wear in years this year. She was
Yeah,
like,
yeah. She was dressed by Jim Henson.
she was looking very pussy in her bob. I loved it. It was fabulous.
Well, she outmogged the Sanchez. So anyway,
Oh,
that made me laugh. I had to look up fashion mogging. That's when you get outdone on the red carpet.
yeah,
So good on you.
she got eaten up. Sorry, Miss
I tell
Sanchez,
you
if you're nasty.
who's out mogging baby names is Cameron Diaz. So she's got 2 kids with Benji Madden, and she's
Mhm.
just had a third. Now, I put it to you that it's a little bit Trisha Paytas. Her daughter's called
Yeah.
Radix. Her
Yeah.
second son is called Cardinal, as in the bird. Okay, not terrible.
Not
Um,
not as in the conclave. Yeah,
no.
go. What?
But the third one's called Nautis, Nautus. Nautis. Sorry. How are you? You
As in,
Nautis.
what does Nautis mean? Like Nautilus? Like
Yeah,
what?
it has a sea theme. It has. I'll put the
Yeah.
baby notice up on the Blunt and the Beautiful group,
Nautica?
but because they had like a boat wheel or whatever they're fucking
It
called.
is Trisha Paytas, little baby Aquaman.
Yeah, yeah. It's a little bit that, isn't it?
I think Trisha's baby names are so funny. Fucking Malibu, Barbie, Elvis, and Aquaman. That is crazy. That
I'm
is
surprised they got
brilliant.
let through. If you're in a Scandi country, they would say no to that. You have to
Well,
get
that's
your
because
names approved.
they don't want self-expression. They want everyone to be named Olivia. So shush,
Oh,
let
that's not
Aquaman go.
true. They're all called Freya.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. Listen, I'm reading a book that
Good
was
job.
sent to
First
me.
one.
D
Yeah.
D Salmon from Triple J has sent me her book. Little note,
Mhm.
thanks, D. And it is called It's Not Love Actually. And I've already dipped in, and it's around her kind of, it's part memoir, part manifesto,
Mhm.
part dating, sex, love. It's really fun. I think it's a required reading for younger women or older women, but I'm seeing a lot of this at the moment. Don't settle. It's not love. It's very empowering. Get on it. Thanks for the copy,
Love.
D.
Love that, Dee. Thanks, girl. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Now, I want to
Gorgeous.
say that Pluto has gone retrograde.
Sorry.
What
Tell
was
me
that?
more. I
What
wanted to
was
gasp at your Pluto in retrograde. Pluto's gone retrograde.
Jesus, you just gave the full fucking pack a day fucking laugh then, mate. Jesus. No, it's important. It went retrograde till yesterday, today. And he's going to sit there till the 15th of October, and
Oh.
he's going to make you look at yourself. So, going to quickly run through the rising signs and how it's going to affect you, what you have to
Mm.
look at. If your rising is in Aries, you're going to have transformation through audiences, internet presence, friendships, and collective
Mm.
identity. If it's Taurus, it's career reinvention, public reputation, and maybe some authority struggles.
Oh. Oh,
Gemini, worldview collapse and expansion. So no pressure on the
enjoy,
Gemini
Gemini.
risings. Leo rising relationships are going to become mirrors for your shadow material. Who's in your life? Who should be out of your life? Virgo
Mm.
rising will be health, work, systems, burnout, and routines. Libra rising will be creativity, romance, fertility.
Oh,
Scorp rising will be family patterns, ancestry, and emotional foundations. Sag rising will be communication, media, learning. Capricorn rising will be money, self worth, values, financial power. Aquarius rising is identity, death, and rebirth.
it
Uh,
always is with Aquarius. Go on.
I know. And Pisces rising will be subconscious clearings, endings, and spiritual confrontation. There you
Oh,
go. No
gorgeous.
pressure. What, you're an Aries rising, aren't you?
Yeah.
Audiences. I'm a Cancer rising. Intimacy. Oh, did I do Cancer? Cancer rising is intimacy, debt, dependency, and emotional merging.
Oh, into me, I
Good.
see. Well, Pluto's going to have a look at you, darling. So grab a hand mirror,
He's going
lay
to
on your
look
back, and have
right
a
up
good
my
look.
Uranus. So
Yeah.
there you go. All right. Well, fucking have
All
a
right.
good opening for your show, my darling.
Thank
Chookers.
you. Enjoy living it up. Stay warm, motherfuckers. It's cold.
Yeah, it is cold. It's cold in my heart too. All right.
Yeah.
Boring.